Oh, hi. You caught me. Today, I decided to reminisce on a couple memories from a couple days ago where I take a look at what I did at FanExpo. So today, guys, I am very excited to be talking about this. It's been on my mind for so long, and I've been just like dying to make a video on this. And I am making a video on my experience at the 2024 FanExpo Dallas Comic Con. Can you call it a Comic Con? I don't know if it is a Comic Con. It's just a nerd convention. That's pretty much the best way you can really put it. But I went, it's my second time going. The last time I went was in, that's not the right one. In 2022, that is when I went the last time, and it was really fun the last time. I did a lot of awesome things. I've seen a lot of awesome people. I met Gina Carano. I met Bo-Katan, which their autographs are right up here. And I got a picture with Gina Carano too, which was really, really cool. It was such a fun experience to be there. But this year, 2024, was a year that I will not forget, and I am very excited to be talking about this because it was such a fun year. It was so fun for the 3 days we were there. So right off the bat, I want to start with day one. So before we started anything, we had to pack and stuff, and I kind of wanted to just show this off real quick just because this is the DA Games Heart of an Artist album. And why am I showing this? I don't know why I'm showing you this. I thought it was just cool. I got this in the mail as soon as it went up for, online, because this album is just one of my favorites. It was the first ever, album that I ever listened to by DA Games. It was DA Games' first album, I believe, that was not Onyx Colony. I guess you can kind of count that, but I've been looking forward to this for so long. Ever since Heart of an Artist first came out, I've been wanting this on CD, so this is just such an awesome thing, but it's so cool. You get 2 CDs into this. You get the remastered versions and you get the originals, and we listened to this on the way there, and it's such a cool thing, and I love this album, but I just wanted to show that off real quick. So on the way there, it was so fun. It was like a 4-hour drive from here to Dallas, and it was pretty decent. It was a decent drive. Our hotel was pretty nice. The traffic in Dallas was horrendous. I really, I go to Dallas a lot. I realize Dallas is just that place that you kind of go to because they got stuff there. They got some decent stuff there. We went to Austin, Texas for the Kim Dracula concert. So, but we did drive through Dallas, and just Dallas is just such a weird place, just altogether. And driving through there is nuts. And honestly, for me personally, I can't really drive through big cities because I can't physically. Not because I'm a pussy, but I just I don't know. I'm like my mother. Don't hate me, mother, for saying this, but I get overly stressed, when I'm driving through a city. And I get that from my mom. Thanks, Mom. I love you. But, so my wife drove through the city parts, and she's more calm than I am, but I'm like my mother when there's a car in front of us and she's not braking in time, I'm just like, I don't want to be like my mom because she gasps sometimes, but I love you, Mom. Don't hate me. But it was fun. We finally got to our hotel. And we slept and we watched their shitty TV because they had nothing else on. They did have bar rescues though. I do like bar rescues. That was a fun little show. But I was very excited. We were very hyped. So we went to bed. I could not go to sleep. But I woke up at 6 and just kept waking up after that. And we finally got ready for the day and went down to the convention center. Finding a parking space was a pain in the ass because there are so many places to park that you have to pay for, and we wanted kind of the cheapest deal, but also kind of the closest, so we didn't have to walk that far because it was hot, and just walking in Dallas heat is just not fun, especially in Texas. So yeah, so when they first opened the doors, we arrived at 2. The convention did not open till, 3? It was 2. The doors did not open till 2, and we pretty much were there at 11 or 12. So we had a while to wait. So we pretty much stood in line and we waited and we waited. And eventually they opened the doors and we were let in. And for our first day, all we did was pretty much walk around. We walked around, got our surroundings, you know, getting going. There was a lot of cool things around. I'll have a lot of images on the screen because I can't really remember them. That's why I have my little notes here, because I have to remember how the order went. But it was super fun. It was a lot of fun just walking around, seeing all these different types of booths and stuff that I was just like, huh, what am I gonna buy here? So it was just mostly just the scouting couple hours. But for our first thing that we did, we went to the Richard Dreyfuss panel, because Richard Dreyfuss, which you all know, he's from Jaws. That is like his biggest thing.
Look, I don't need this. I was in Jaws, okay?
Such an iconic character. He played in a lot of other movies too, but Jaws was mostly the main thing that I remembered him from. And I was like, I really want to see a panel with this guy. And he was fun. He was a fun guy just, you know, talking to. It was just interesting to hear him speak about his career and stuff, so I just thought that was kind of fun. So we walked around a little bit more after that panel. It was such a fun panel, got a couple pictures of those, and you know, then we walked around and we decided to go down to the celebrity area. The celebrity area was cool. There was a lot of cool celebrities there, and a lot of them that I really wanted to meet. And it was weird too, because I did not expect to see Brandon Rogers there. If you guys don't know what Brandon Rogers is, he is a YouTuber who is in like a show that I really don't like, but he's in this kind of new show that's out that I don't care for. But I know Brandon Rogers from his YouTube series.
Put that candy back. I'm not buying you all that mess. Oh, try me, bitch.
And his just unhinged stuff that he has on there. And it's very gross humor if you like that stuff. But it was interesting to see him there, because I didn't meet him, but I just saw him from a distance. And I'm just like, it's so weird to see him, because I used to watch him a lot back in the day. And it was just like, oh, it's so weird just to just see him there and not on my phone or whatever. So it was just odd. So we walked around there, saw some other celebrities that we really wanted to see. And eventually we went to, we just walked around and we saw that Kellen Goff, the voice actor for Freddy Fazbear from Security Breach, and of course Sun and Moon, and also some other characters from some different animes. One notably that I remember was Overhaul from My Hero Academia. And it was so cool to see him. And we immediately went in line because my wife really wanted to see him. And she brought her Sun and Moon pop to have him sign. And he stood, it was a bit before we can actually see him, because he was talking to some other people. And he's such a nice guy. Once we got up to the booth, he was so nice. It was just fun to just, you know, just see him, you know. And he signed the pop figure, and he told my wife, which my wife will probably never forget this, he told my wife that she is always welcome in the daycare. And if you've played Security Breach, that just lit her whole day up. She was just like smiling the whole time, and I was like, dude, that was so cool. We're welcome in the daycare. He's not gonna kill us in the daycare. That is so cool. So that was one of the coolest things that happened that day. The next thing that we did after that is we went to the William Shatner panel. William Shatner was there. I really wanted to have him autograph some stuff, but I didn't really have anything, and I didn't dress up. I didn't dress up this year. I was gonna go as Captain Kirk, but I opted not to. But I really wanted to see him, but he did have a panel, so I was like, dude, that's awesome. We're gonna go see his panel. So we went to his panel. My God, the guy rambles. He is, what is he, 93? He's 93 years old, and he still looks young, but he rambles like he's an old guy. And it was just hilarious. It was the most funniest thing that I have ever witnessed in a panel before, because all the guy did was talk about his life. He was talking about his trip to the Antarctic with his wife. He was talking about the story about him going to Antarctic with his wife, and Antarctica, and I don't know why I'm saying Antarctic. but he was telling the story about that. He was talking about his new book that's out, him going to space a little bit, not really too much, but just a tiny bit. Talking about his website, and it was just so all over the place. And it was just funny because he just rambled on and on. Then eventually he got to questions. People would come up to the mic and ask him questions. Oh my God, there was a line of people. I think we only got through 3 because, oh my God, this guy would not let up on these dudes. They would not speak into the mic that loud. They would just kind of like, "Hi, Mr. Shatner," and he would just be like, "Can you speak up, please?" It was just funny. It was funny. If you want to see William Shatner, it's amazing. Just go to one of the panels, and it's just like, it does not disappoint. It is so funny. And it was just him on stage, and it was entertaining the whole entire time. But it was so fun to see him. It's so cool to see Captain Kirk. We watched all the movies. We watched the entire show a couple months ago. And it was just so cool to see him on stage just talking. It was so much fun. So after the panel, it was so much fun. We left and we got some merch. We finally got some merch and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to buy some stuff. So the first thing I got was minifigures, which I'll be showing these guys a little bit more in detail. I just killed one of them, but I bought these little minifigures. So first of all, I bought Bonnie from the movie, Five Nights at Freddy's. Chica from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, Freddy from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I bought this Jedi Knight Count Dooku from the Tales of the Jedi, and I bought a Wanda because this Wanda actually has an actual decent headpiece, and I'm going to be combining her with the Wanda that I have to try to make my definitive Wanda Maximoff figure. Then straight after that, I decided to buy this big boy. This is the Megatron from the War of Cybertron trilogy from Netflix. I heard that wasn't a good show, any one of them, but I really wanted this figure because this figure was awesome. And it's so cool. I really do like it. I transformed him a little bit at the hotel, but he's pretty much still in box, and I will be reviewing him. Probably not for Transformers Month, but I'll be reviewing them sometime later. Then I decided to get something that I did not expect to see. And here it is. And actually we'll be opening this up and I'll be showing you guys what exactly is inside of it. But this is the Terrifier mystery box. This thing I wanted to get because me and my wife got one. She got a Kingdom Hearts one and I got Terrifier. So I thought that this thing is so cool. We got some more news on Terrifier 3 that there is a part in the movie where there's a kill where Art the Clown himself got sick from. And that is awesome. But it's such a cool little box. I really do like it. And we'll be taking a look at what's inside. And you know what? Might as well just do it right now. I really do like this. As soon as you open the first flap, you see a little Art the Clown right there. I think that's just so cool. So the first thing I got that I actually wore at the con was this little pen. And this is a pen that says The Clown Cafe. I like this little pen. It's super fun. The next thing that I do have is a Art the Clown pillow. It's so weird, but it's super cool. The next thing that we got is this patch. And this says the Miles County Psychiatric Ward. And it's so cool. It's a nice little patch. I really do like that. The next thing, which is my favorite thing of this set, is this Art the Clown notebook. And it's so cool because there's these little parts in these where it has images from the movie. And usually I don't like these because they have that stupid like 3D effect. And then if you kind of scratch it, it makes that weird noise. But this is nice. These are nice and smooth. So there's no scratching. It's just plastic. And there's just these nice images from the second Terrifier movie. And if I can kind of show a little bit of Art the Clown right there. There he is. That's beautiful. I love this thing. Don't know what I'll use it for, but I'll use it for something. Then the next thing is a little mug set. This is so cool. It's a 2-pet set with little cups in them. And you get Art the Clown with the little flower eyes. And I think the Clown Cafe is on this one. And it's super cool. I really do like this. So, not bad. I really do like this little box. It was a $60 for this whole little box, and honestly, not bad for $60. I really do like it. These little mystery box sets, you never know what's going to come inside of them, so I think it's really cool. But yeah, that was a really cool little thing to get. And the next thing I got was, oh, this is the coolest part. So at the end of the day, I decided to try and pick somebody that I wanted autographs. So I was really debating on what to do. Megatron and Optimus's line was so long. Like, it was like long. So there was no way I was getting into there before closing. Then I decided, well, Catwoman, the voice actress for Catwoman from the Arkham series, was there. So I was debating on her, but I opted to go for one of the coolest encounters ever, and I saw Boba Fett. I met Tamara Morrison. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not saying it wrong, but I met the actor for Boba Fett, and it was so cool. It was such a fun encounter. We got up to the line, and he was on his phone, so I was just like waiting for him to get off, and I was excited. And he was like, "I'm sorry. Apparently, I was supposed to be in New Zealand, and I completely forgot. So I just kind of have to tell them that I'm in Dallas right now." So I was just like, "You do you, buddy. You take your time." And then he said that there was another place that he had to go to. I don't remember what it was. But I was like, dude, you had a busy schedule. So he eventually, I shook his hand. It was so cool to shake Boba Fett's hand. And I had him sign this Jango Fett picture, which was so cool. I absolutely just flipped out. I was like, I met Boba Fett. That was so cool. And that was the end of the day. That pretty much ended around 8. It was dark outside when we left, and it was just so cool. I was so happy after that. And that was day one. That was just day one. And it was one of the coolest things ever. Just meeting Boba Fett and getting all these little different things and seeing William Shatner on stage and having Kellen Goff, telling my wife that she's welcome in the daycare anytime. It was just so cool. So that was day one. Day two, we got there. We waited in line. We walked around for a bit. Then we went to a My Hero panel, which the My Hero panel was pretty cool. I really did like it. It had the voice actors for Bakugo, Todoroki, Hetsume, I think that's how you say it, Aizawa, Kirishima, Froppy, and what is that one? I can't read my own handwriting, so I'm sorry. I don't know. I'll have them on screen. I'll have like a picture of it on screen. But it was cool to hear them just talk. They just kind of chilled out. They hung out, answered some questions. I love how the first thing that the lady said was, please, guys, no shipping questions. And that is like one of the most disgusting things ever that has happened in these panels, especially for the My Hero Academia ones. I do not like the fandom at all. I like the show to an extent. It's not really I like it. It's fun. I do like watching it, especially with my wife, because that's more her thing. We just both really don't like the fandom. That's like the main thing that kind of draws me away from it. But other than that, I really do like the show itself. So, but that was a fun little panel.
That's cool. Shit, man. It's your people. Go say hi.
I like the red one. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, that's so neat. Hello, dude. How you doing?
That is so cool.
That is really neat. That is so neat. That's so cool.
took me 8 months to figure out how to make them work.
That's right. No shoes, no shirt, no service.
That's amazing.
See you later.
That's not a big deal here.
Hello, Red. Oh, I like the chopper.
So this is it.
I want this one. I want that one right there. I like the noises that one makes. That's so cool. Fence area. That's really neat. Old dinosaur stuff. I think that's cool. I like that. The Jeep. I like the Jeep. I would love to get in that thing. Photos in the Jurassic Jeep. That'd be cool.
635 mistakes is the last exit coming
Kyle, where are you at?
Yeah, that space is detachable.
Well, it's alright. I like the troopers. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Can I have one?
Apple?
Can I have one?
I don't think so, but I'm sure.
I want to do the one where you can like, yeah, I want to wear it.
If you want to see him move, come back between 1 and 2. You see where he puts his feet. Wears the backpack harness, and then he has inserts for his hands so he can articulate the fingers.
Dang.
And he is fully movable. And he has a hard hat that's wired into the head so he can articulate the head as well.
That's so cool.
And he'll be in between 1 and 2 today.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't know who the hell that is, but he's cool. Yes, Goosebumps, Muppets. That's so cool looking. Oh, you're good? That is really cool. Dang. That's neat. We saw some droids. The droids were really cool. They kind of rolled around and stuff. They were really, really dope. Like these full-size R2 units were just rolling around. Then we see BB-8 right there just rolling around as well. And I was like, dang, they did really good on this. But that was really awesome. I really did like that. There was a Grievous suit that looked really cool, and it was there last year, but this time it actually moved. There was a guy inside the suit, and he made it move around, and I thought that was so cool. But really, that was pretty much it. We pretty much just walked around a lot, and then it was like 2. and we decided to go and meet Peter Culling and Frank Walker, the voice actors for Megatron and Optimus Prime. And that was almost like, it was the main thing that I wanted to do that day. And we had to pay for it online, so it was really cool. So it was one of the most exciting times. So we had to wait in line, and I brought in these two guys. I brought in the figure for Optimus and the figure for Megatron because I really wanted them to hold it for, you know, for the picture and stuff, because I thought that would be really cool, because I had Gina hold the Doom helmet, so I wanted them to hold their respected figures. So I was super excited. The guys were in line, were just like talking about, you know, Transformers and stuff, and I thought that was dope. And then eventually it came to our turn, and we got in there, and there they were. They were standing right there. I shook Peter Culling's hand. I shook Optimus Prime's hand, and I shook Megatron's hand, and we just exchanged, like, you know, a little bit of conversation, telling how much of a pleasure it was to meet them. And I asked them, would it be okay if you guys held your figures? And they were like, absolutely. So they took the picture, and here is me, my wife, Peter Culling himself holding my Optimus Prime figure, this little figure right here, and Frank Walker holding my Megatron figure. One of the coolest experiences ever. Oh my God, it was so cool. I was so happy by the end of that. So after that, we pretty much just went down the aisles, just looking to see what else we would do. Actually, after that, it's the funniest thing. So after that, we were just like, oh, that was so cool. We met Optimus and Megatron. That is such the coolest thing. So we're looking at the picture, we're walking away. Then I hear, excuse me, sir. And I'm like, oh, sorry. So I see this tall guy in like all black, he had glasses on, and he walks by. So I'm just like, okay, chill. And then I look down, and I see William Shatner in a scooter drive right past me. And I'm just thinking to myself, we almost got hit by William Shatner in a scooter. That is the funniest thing that has happened to me ever, and I will never forget that. So every time I'm just like, yeah, I went to the convention, William Shatner almost hit me with the scooter. God, it was hilarious. We laughed about it for like ever. It was the funniest thing, just so cool. It was cool just seeing a bunch of celebrities just like, you know, walking around. We saw the celebrity for Moff Gideon. He walked right past us. The voice actor for Kirishima from My Hero Academia, he walked right past us. It was so cool. It was so awesome. There's a lot of actors too, and I thought that was awesome. So we did buy some other stuff. My wife bought me this little Cyber Demon pixel art kind of statue. It comes with a little stand too, which I thought was really cool. It pretty much just plugs into there, and there you go. I thought that was really dope. I bought myself my first ever Gundam. I never bought Gundam before because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a show or not, but I just love it because it's cool robots. And I bought this guy. Don't know who he is, don't care. He's a cool robot and he looks like a bad guy. That's all I need. And that's what I bought. So that was really, really cool. And that was pretty much the end of day 2. And sadly, day 3 was around, and it was the last day. So we started off that day walking around. There wasn't a lot we really wanted to do. I bought this Gundam because I thought my other Gundam was lonely. So I bought kind of like this hero version. I made him like a hero, so I pretty much already built him, I painted him, and then I realized he looks a little bit like the main suit from Warhammer, but it doesn't bother me, I guess, because I don't play Warhammer either. But we visited another My Hero panel, which was really cool. It just had Todoroki and Bakugo, which I thought was a pretty decent one. We saw a Marissa Tomei. Is it Toma? Tomi? Is Toma? I think so. Aunt May from Spider-Man, she did a panel too. It was really nice to hear her. She was really cool. Very, very sweet lady. I really wish I would have met her as well. There's just a lot of people that I would have met. And then we went and we saw another panel because we still had time before the main event. So we saw another panel. So we saw, straight after the Aunt May panel, we saw one with a bunch of gaming voice actors. So they consisted of Neil Newbon. I really hope I'm saying that right because I cannot read my handwriting worth a damn. I wrote this all last night at 3 in the morning, so forgive me. He was one of the voice actors for Baldur's Gate 3. Patricia Somerset, which she was the voice of Zelda. I hope I'm saying that right too. David Hayter, who was in Metal Gear Solid. He played Snake, I believe. Kellen Goff, of course, Sun and Moon and Freddy. And very, very small handwriting, Roger Craig Smith, which was the voice of Sonic. And it was really cool to listen to all of them. I absolutely had a blast listening to all those guys. It was just a cool little experience. And I didn't know that the guy in Metal Gear Solid also did the screenwriting for the 2 X-Men movie. I thought that was dope. I thought that was a really cool thing to know. So after that, we decided to end our day with seeing Optimus and Megatron, and it was the coolest thing ever. We went up to the theater. I saw Peter Cullen sitting there and Frank Walker in the background, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I see him behind the curtain. So we sat down. There was a big line too. It took us forever. So while waiting in line, the new Doom game announced, Doom: The Dark Ages. I saw the trailer while I was waiting in line, and oh my god, it looks so cool. I am very excited for that game. So the line started to move, and we sat down, and they brought them on stage, and they just talked. It was one of the coolest things ever, just listening to Peter Cullen and Frank Walker talk. Frank Walker did his Garfield voice from the Garfield animated show. And it was just so cool. And he did a couple of Q&As and stuff. And they had to stop it because they said that they had something special for us. And they were like, yeah, we got something that we wanted to do for you guys. And yeah, here it is. So they stood up from their seats. They grabbed a piece of paper. And I hope the audio is good for this because we took a video of it. It was them reciting, I believe, their final duel in the Transformers animated movie, and it was pure magic to listen to.
And we see how long they are, and it means a lot to us. So thank you so much. So here we are. Leaders of the Autobots and the Decepticons. We alone control the future of this planet and the universe beyond. Optimus, we can share the power of the destiny of all that lies before us.
Megatron, it is not power I seek. I wish only to protect this planet. I want no harm to come to these humans.
You fool! Why throw away your life so recklessly? With Energon from the Earth and combining our troops, we can rebuild Cybertron. The entire universe awaits us.
I will not endanger the Earth or its humans. Cybertron has shown us what devastation comes from greed and power.
Then you will forever be my enemy. No one will stand in my way.
Megatron, one shall stand and one shall fall.
So be it. Power through tyranny.
I will never give up hope. Never. Till all are one. Autobots, transform and roll out!
And that was pretty much it. That was the end of the day. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. One of the coolest cons I have ever been to, and I will 100% be going back. They have the dates for next year's, which is really cool, which will be May 30th to June 1st, which I think is really, really cool that they already have the dates up so I can put in my time and cut out a little bit because I'm running out of storage on my phone. But I hope that that's pretty much summed up everything. One of the coolest experiences I have ever been to. I am very happy with everything. Meeting the voice of Optimus and Megatron was just a childhood dream come true. Seeing William Shatner there, just seeing a bunch of these different things was so cool. It was one of the funnest things that I have done. So I think that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. The Transformer videos will be still going up. I recently just finished my Bumblebee collection. Not really, but I do have my Decepticons. I have Megatron, I have Shockwave, Soundwave, and Starscream, who just came in the mail today. And now I got to do the Autobot side, and then I got to do my Michael Bay Transformer videos, so that's gonna be fun. But that's just kind of a little side thing. One of the coolest things that I have just ever done, and I am very excited for next year. And it's gonna be so fun. I cannot wait to see who they have next year. Hopefully some pretty good people that I am very familiar with. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. That's it. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. I hope you got that, you know, that kind of awe moment when you heard Optimus and Megatron. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, hopefully next year I will be making the exact same video, talking about my experience and showing you guys the footage and all that stuff. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.